Right, Val, for my ultimate fish supper,
Yeah.
I'm going to do John Dory, baked in a bag with some wild mushrooms, baby leeks, and for that luxury, some nice shaved truffle.
You sneaky devil. Well, Kenny, what I'm going to do is a cuttlefish stew with
Fantastic.
brandy and tomatoes and cream.
Brilliant.
So first, I've got my cuttlefish here. I like to use it instead of squid. It's really underused in this country, and it's really delicious and meaty. And of course, that's the cuttlefish's kind of structure, and this is what you feed your budgerigar that lies all over the beach.
Oh.
So that's out. And then I've got its rather scary head, so I might start with that first, actually. I just want to take the tentacles off the front. And you hear that nasty crunching sound?
Yeah.
That is the beak, and that has got to, a bit like a parrot's beak, and that's got to come out because that will not make a joyful mouthful.
Is it the same with squid, where it's one of those things you have to cook really quickly, or...?
Actually, with cuttlefish, it's normally a slow cook, generally.
Yeah.
Here's the main body. I'm just going to cut that in half. So nice, big, fat ribbons.
So what makes this the ultimate fish supper for you?
I think it's the cuttlefish and the brandy. I would say it's the brandy, it makes it ultimate. And also the cream, it's nice and luxurious.
Valentine seasons the cuttlefish with salt and puts it on to fry.
Give it a real battering, basically.
Yeah.
The cuttlefish needs to cook and colour on a high heat for a few minutes.
Right, Kenny, there's quite a lot of colour on here. And you see this kind of toffee stuff in the bottom.
Yeah.
I don't want that to burn because it'll give such a nice flavour to the stew. So I'm going to put in probably about 2 shallots, just very finely chopped. I'm going to put in a big knob of butter. This should be very luxurious, being an ultimate round. So, and I know you fully approve.
I do.
2 bay leaves.
While the shallots cook down, Valentine chops some garlic and thyme and adds to the pan.
And then a good hit of brandy. There we go. A nice slug of tomato puree. About half a glass of wine. I'll turn that
really
right
rich.
down. Really rich.
Valentine then de-seeds and chops some tomatoes that have already been skinned.
So just get all that juice in there.
Then he uses a hand blender to blitz the tomatoes. He adds a drop of water and gives it another blitz and pops it in the pan.
Tomatoes can go in.
He gives it a good stir and then pops the seared cuttlefish back in the pan.
Tiny little pinch of brown sugar. That's going to cook for about an hour, very, very slowly.
Valentine puts a lid on the pan and it's over to Kenny to kick off with his ultimate fish supper. He starts with his new potatoes.
These are mini Yukon Gold potatoes from Northumberland. Really, really good. Into a pan of cold water.
Is that a heritage potato with a name like Yukon?
It is, yeah. So a good sprig of mint. Keep that nice freshness going. Lemon, half lemon. Just a little squeeze in there, and then drop the whole lemon in.
OK.
Really, really simple. And then just a few cloves of garlic.
Split straight through the middle.
Because they're going to take on the flavour.
Yeah.
So a good pinch of salt, and then bring up to the boil.
With his potatoes on to cook, Kenny makes a start on the reduction for his butter sauce.
Equal quantities of white wine and white wine vinegar.
So is this like a beurre blanc?
It is, it's a beurre blanc. So into the pan, a few peppercorns, sprig of tarragon in there. It just continues that little aniseed flavour going through. Slices of garlic in there.
Yep.
Then he chops a shallot and adds it to the pan.
So when I reduce that down really slowly, around about 5 to 10 minutes. I don't want to reduce it down too quickly. And for me, that's the first stage done for me.
Fantastic.
Both chefs want to impress the judges. Valentine thinks his retro cuttlefish stew is a winning dish, while Kenny's going all out with his extravagant John Dory in a bag. Which ultimate fish supper will get the judges' vote?